And welcome back, and it is the 6th of May, 5 a day for the further maths. Let's just go straight to the first one. Write down, it seems like a really quick one, doesn't it? Write down the exact value of cos 540, but I've got a problem because I've got no idea what that is. But I do know if I take away 360, so 540 take away 360, well, that's going to give me 0.36, that's going to be 180. And I do know what cos of 180 is, because again, quick sketch if you're not quite sure, it's this value down here, which is -1, so therefore that is equal to -1. Good opening question. Make sure you understand the periodicity of the cos curve. Next question. The first two terms in a linear. Now the fact is a linear sequence means I've got the same common difference are this and this. What is the fourth term? Okay. All right. So the common difference is going to be √6 minus, I'm going to write it in brackets, so -3 plus 2√6, which is going to be √6 minus 2√6, which is minus √6, and minus -3, which is +3. I'm going to write that back to front, so it's 3 minus √6. So therefore the fourth term is going to be, well, I'm going to write this down, so the fourth term is going to be the first term, which is -3 plus 2√6, plus 3 common differences. In other words, there's 3 differences to get to the fourth term. So 3 lots of 3 minus √6. Let's do this carefully. So -3 plus 3 times 3 is -3 plus 9, which is 6. And 2√6 is plus -3√6 is the same as 2√6 is minus 3√6 is, which is actually just -√6. So my answer to this one is going to be 6 minus √6. Next question. A is -5 minus 2, B is 31 minus 20. I can probably guess where this is going again. I mean, again, if you've kept up with me, as an aside, you'll notice a lot of these questions feel a bit similar. You get good at them, and that's kind of the whole point of these videos. So let's continue. P is on the point AB, such that A to P, P to B is 7 to 2. In other words, I've got A here. This is not going to be precise, but I've got P here and I've got B here. This is 7/9, and this is 2/9. Now I want to work out the coordinates of P. So I'm going to start by working out the vector A to B, which is going to be, well, -5 to 31 is 36. And -2 to -20 is going to be minus another 18. And then I want A to P, which is going to be 7/9 of 36 minus 18. Now, let's do this carefully. So 36 divided by 9 is 4 times 7 is 28. And -18 divided by 9 is -2 times by 7 is -14. That is the vector to get from A to P. So therefore my coordinate of P is going to be the coordinate of A, which is -5, plus the 28 to get to the x value, and then -2 from here, and then minus another 14, which gives me my final answer that P is equal to, well, 28 minus 5 is 23, and -2 minus 14 is -16, and that is my final answer. Good question. Next and final question today. A curve has the equation, then gives me an equation. Where, I just realised it's a cubic, where A is a constant, okay? The gradient of the curve when x equals 2 is 11 times the gradient of the curve when x equals -2. Brilliant. Now, as I often say, even if you have no idea how to do this question, the word gradient means differentiate. You'll get a couple of marks. So dy dx is equal to 3x squared plus 2a times x, and the -8 goes away. And then I need to work out the gradient when x is 2 and x is -2. So x equals 2, my gradient is 3 times 2 squared, which is 4, plus 2 times 2, which is 4a, which is 12 plus 4a. And when x equals -2, so be careful with the squaring, so -2 squared is still 4, and 3 times 4 is 12, except now it's a -2, so 2 times -2 is -4a. And I know, let's get this right around carefully, the gradient of x equals 2 is 11 times x equals -2. So I need to take x equals -2, I need to multiply that by 11, and that's going to give me x equals 2's gradient. 11 times 12, 132. 11 times -4 is -44. That's just a 12, and that's a 4. Then I'm going to, which way around should I do it? Let's add 44 to both sides, which gives me 48a. Let's take away 12 from both sides, which is going to give me 120. This isn't going to be a brilliant number, but it's going to be okay. And therefore that means I'm going to use my calculator just so I'll get this right for you. So calculator A, 120 divided by 48, which means that A is equal to 5/2. That was quite a nice little question at the end, wasn't it? I like that question. Usual thing, as ever, let me know how it went for you. Do like, subscribe. See you tomorrow.